Let's party till we fucking die. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Let's party till we fucking die. Aw, shit. What's going on, everyone? We all made it to Friday. Let's go. Friday means another episode of WarNation After Dark. But yeah, how is everyone doing? To the 0 people watching so far, but that's okay. People will come.
It's all right.
If we build it, they will come.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, let's go. We got one person.
Don't freak him out. Don't freak him out. Be cool. Be cool.
It's Chris.
Right.
You're cool. You're good.
Oh, no, it's a couple people on the YouTube side.
They're
What's
coming
What's up,
in.
Chris?
So, Chris.
Okay, we might get a slight little bit of feedback.
Who's
Okay,
farting?
there we go. What's up, Crystal?
Goose.
What is going on? All right, guys, so vape show, let's do a buffet, I guess. Yeah, you guys want to start? You want me to start?
Do it, because I'm trying to straighten this wire out.
All right. That was pretty hostile. I kind of like that.
Hey, you got to know what you want in life.
Oh, shit. All right, well, Viper stacked, Elite V3, got some Spike specials in there. Stevie Marquez mummified, chocolate banana strawberry cream. Really good. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. That's not acting right.
Uh-oh.
I might not have been hitting the button right, but got my trusty
That's what
Lego
she
block. Hellbeast RDA, got some stags in there. Then with the Steve Marquez pedestrian is a caramel espresso. Then I got the Lycan with some TG Cookie Blizzard in that. Yeah.
Would you stop torturing babies in the background, Tex?
I can't help it.
All right, so Tex has turned his back on us to go handle baby stuff, so I will partake. I am rocking, as usual, one of my C4 mods, the operator with the unknown RBA. Got my new integrated drip tip from Defy.
Nice.
And inside that, I've got some Cloud Express cookies and cream. Then we're going to jump over to the Bear Trail DNA 400 hog. And we got some delicious Ramrod from 50 Cal Vape. Cherry Cola. Tasty. And then I've got this little pocket-friendly mod right here. Immortal Mods, Lipo, DNA 250, Voltro 38, and then I've got the Dolce Chug, which this is their fried caramel ice cream. And then I've got my Thelema with Overhang City
Let's go with that.
trilogy. And I've got some Boy blueberry custard in there. And that covers me tonight.
I guess that's on to me then.
It is.
Oh, you're good. Running the Vortex Comp Life. With this one, I'm like very, very on the bottom of that one.
Uh-oh.
Old bottle of Frosted Flakes, TG. I'm also running. My bad. And then I'm also running some TG New York cheesecake. NLPOW EWM, JD Mods with the Voltro 38.
What's up, Tyler?
And then little TVL sweetness with the bulletproof and some 50 cal ramrod.
Ramrod kind of nut, baby.
Oh baby. And then the last one is I've got some Ripped It, 50 cal Ripped It in the C4 Fuse 21. Super nice. And yeah, that's what I got going tonight.
Nice. Tyler's
right,
cleaning his B2B V4.
We got
Oh, fuck me.
the lipos and Voltros for life. You know how it is, bro. Chad is driving. Chris is chilling. Cleaning the purge.
What's up, Drip Bud?
I'm not sure if anybody saw that, but yeah, I could have crushed a diamond with my butthole there for a second. Whew.
What'd you get into?
This mod, I went to go put this mod up here and it fell. And like I completely had my hand off of it, and I ended up grabbing it in midair and saving it before it slammed its ass right here on my track. Oh, it gave me a heart attack.
I had my Lycan broken down. I had the batteries on charge. I think it was yesterday, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was going to reach for another mod right here, and I bumped it. I don't know how I did it. Like, my everything fucking clenched, and I caught it.
That's the best way to explain it. My everything clenched. That's yeah.
I had to take a moment afterwards.
Oh.
So what's everybody in chat vaping on tonight?
Yeah, what are we getting into there, WarNation lovers?
$11 people.
Dude,
watching.
I will say that I am very glad I did not put the tank extension on this Voltro 38. I don't know. It kind of hurts my soul when I'm dumping like half a bottle into a fucking RTA.
I don't know how the fill holes are on that, but on the Titan, I literally just pop the top off and pour it in.
Yeah, I could do that. It's got big fill ports, like massive fill ports.
I just don't like sitting there for like 5-10 minutes trying to fill a tank.
Yeah, there's some of my juices like don't come out very fast, and I have to like when I get those bottles, because it's only, and it'll be like the same company, like some of my Taylor bottles, like some of the Taylor bottles like comes out no problem, and then some you have to like it takes forever to get any out. So if that ever goes in the Voltro, like, and I get a slow bottle, yeah, the top's coming off for sure.
Tyler's got some candy cane.
I have to watch it, man, because like I've noticed that some of my Taylor bottles lately, like the freaking top will pop off.
Yeah,
that would be no bueno.
Yeah,
Tyler's got some candy cane eggnog in the Chubby, and Magenta by Jones juice on the Raven. Nice.
The Chubby is the TG mech version of the Stubby. 21700. And then I'm not sure if y'all checked, but WarNation has been getting naughty. Alex has been getting naughty, and he threw up a little interest post, a little chubby post. Not that chubby, not the other chubby, but the Stubby 21. Yeah. If y'all are interested in those, say it on the post, because yeah, we don't have them in hand yet. Alex doesn't have them in hand yet, but they are on the way. And
yeah, the Stubby 21 should be here Tuesday. I've got black, Dark Devil, and the blue. So one of each color coming. And if people watching tonight are cool with it, I can go ahead and post waffles for it now before I have it. So when they come in on Tuesday, I can go ahead and, mail usually gets here by noon, and I can get them mailed out Tuesday. Because if we can get all three, done before Tuesday, they'll all go out Tuesday. And then I did also get some of I want to say I got 2 of the reservoir kits. So it changes the tank section on the stubby tank to where it comes with like 6 different colors. So 2 of those, I'll throw that in there with it. But yes, we got 3 of those on the way for waffleage. No, we broke a magnet. That's no bueno.
Who asked?
But I'm super
Crystal.
excited.
Oh, go.
I've been waiting for a Stubby 21.
Dude, the day they released the regular Stubby, I was like, they need to make one in 21.7 and call it a Chubby.
Yeah. Well, it's they got to get their money first,
right?
But Crystal, there is a guy that is taking up silver. I'm not sure what kind of orders he's doing. His name is Glenn. I'm gonna butcher his last name. Haddock. He does. I think his company name is Genesis Creations, and he does silver parts for mods. You just got to get a hold of him. He has a group and everything, but he is doing silver parts for mods.
Tyler says, all I know is Mike makes a wicked chubby. You've been taking it
Does
Mike the wrong way.
You a wicked chubby, or does he make the chubby? I mean, how does he make it? Like, there's a lot of questions I have for that.
We got time.
And speaking of time, our fearless video master Spike will be departing at a somewhat decent time tonight, possibly.
Yeah, I figure I'll go till 11. I got to get to bed at a reasonable hour because I got to be up and ready to go. What's early for me? Can you PM Chad that info, please?
Yeah, I'll put it in the WarNation group. And I might just do a link to his group in there because he does all different types of crazy stuff. Like the reason I know him was like either last year or a couple years before. So Spike, do you have your Lycan next to you? Would you mind holding it up? Okay, so the Lycan, like right above where the top of the grip, it breaks. So you can use it as a single, like this, or you can use it as a stack section, as like his. Well, a lot of people don't like about that is that it's stacked, it's long, it takes up, it's hard to like put that in your pocket, a big ass, stacked mod. So he made a little conversion piece for it that makes it look like the, what is it? The MRN Euphoria, I think what it is, little series mod, where it has like the 2 little tubes. There's another one that has it like that.
Doesn't Purge do something similar to that?
Huh?
Isn't it the Titan from HDNE that's like the side-by-side tubes?
Yeah, they had the HDNE Titan, and there's the 18650 version of that one where it has like 2 tubes side by side. Well, that's what basically this piece is. It's a piece that's on the bottom. I think he uses silver contacts, and so you screw the piece upside down into it, and then the top section screws down into it, so the RDA is on top. So you basically turn your Lycan into like a side fire piece.
That's different.
It's more than just that bottom piece. It's like a little kit because there's like a little. I think there's a part that you put in the middle or at the top that keeps it from going in and out. That stabilizes it.
Right.
But yeah, man, he does some pretty cool little things, man. I've always wanted to get one of those for my USA Lycan so I can run it stacked as a side-by-side.
That would be pretty cool.
Fuck yeah, it would, man, because you can flip the sleeves so it's all right side up.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the bottom part being upside down. You can flip this. Well, no, never mind. You can't flip the sleeve. Never mind.
I don't know if I can run it like that. Like, I've broken mine down into a single. I can't do it.
But this would be a series, and it'd be wider.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a tough one for me to get used to.
Yeah, I just wanted to get one because it's a freaking badass idea for people that don't like the stacked versions but want series and have a series mod, because he's done it for multiple mods. Like, I saw somebody that had I think it was a stacked HK25 Comp Life mod that he had it in there and was basically doing it as like a bottom fire, but it was top fire like the Titan.
Yeah.
Because
that's cool. Yeah, because it was flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he had a little comp button like this on his. I'm not sure. This is an HK25, and I've got the comp button. So instead of pushing the button inside like that,
yeah,
you just barely push that button. Then it makes it a lot easier. But yeah.
Nice.
Glenn Haddock, I think it's Haddock. It's like HUDDICK. The third or the second or the third or something like that. Or yeah. That's my plug for the night.
There you go. My video sponsorship tonight is brought to you by Smart Water.
Hey.
Drink responsibly.
What's up, Erica? Thanks for stopping in.
He's forced to say that.
Believe me, they don't pay me enough to force me to say anything.
Oh, shit balls, man.
So, you know how last week I said I lost the 510 adapter for my 520?
Yeah.
I found it.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I figured I'll screw it onto a mod that I don't use so I won't lose it. Well, I thought I lost it, and I don't know what. I happened to glance over here at my vape table, and I happened to see it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't lose it. Because I was like, the bridge, the Boro's okay until I have to change the coil. But I'm good now.
Well, just a heads up, you don't have to really pulse a space coil.
True.
Well, at least you're not like me. And
what's up, Paul?
So I'll show you this. So this is the Immortal diesel deck. Immortal was going to do a Boro mod before they shut down. It was going to be like a resin neck Boro that never got released. But this is the deck that it has. It has no markings or anything on it, but it's your normal, like, boxed RDA. There's my little coil in there, opposite post, really easy to wick, super nice, right? So yeah, so this thing, they sent me an adapter for it, and like they sent me, it has like different airflow pins and stuff like that, and it came with this little adapter, right? Well, the little adapter that's on the inside, on the bottom, the pin, these are all protos. The pin's not long enough to fit on here when you screw it in. So for for the longest time, I was like, I can't. It's hard. Like I had to put space coils in it. You know, I really could. I had to like. At one point, I took a piece of foil and like crunched it down into a perfect circle, put it down in here so it would make contact, and then I pulsed it that way.
Really?
Which really made my butt pucker.
Yeah, a little bit.
So then, like, dude, I had this thing for like almost a year until I realized something.
Tyler's saying that's kind of bridged-esque.
Kind of, yeah. So what I realized is I don't have to take the thing off to use it. All I got to do is just screw it onto a fucking mod.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those spaces. Okay, that's cool. I mean, that's handy, but oops.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the hell? I was like, seriously, this whole time I could have just threw it on a mod and pulsed it. Oh man. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that being a kick in the ass.
But I need to I've got the highest one in there, but what I'm gonna do is drill out the center and make this like a massive like 4mm, 3.5mm fucking air hole on the bottom.
Nice.
And really bored out, and then I think that is probably gonna go to my wife because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give her my pulse setup so she can use this, and then I'm gonna get my hands on a stubby 21.
I gotta find my panels because I plan to take my pulse tomorrow. Because when I got it sitting here, I just run it with no panels, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
What color is your mod spike?
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
I was given these panels.
Oh, nice.
They're the red version of ours.
Yeah.
They don't fit like perfectly nice. I'll show you. Like, there's like, it doesn't fall off or anything, but there's like
a little bit of wiggle.
Little wiggle.
Yeah. Probably a lot less wiggle than mine have, and it's completely my error. I kind of left it too close to a heater and it warped the panels. Something terrible.
Oof.
Yeah. My own doing.
But like one side fits really nice.
Right.
The side with the tank fits really nice, and then the other side just doesn't fit as tight. It's a little shaky, but it doesn't fall off or anything like that. So yeah. But I don't use it. I like my white ones for this one.
Nice.
So yeah, the white is gonna get that one.
Did you see that? I can't remember what Mike called it. Tyler, you can help me out. That he was 3D printing body covers for the Pulse. It was like a rubbery type of material, I think. And he was 3D printing them where they would go over the frame of the Pulse. So you could like change the color of it if you wanted.
Like a sleeve?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I seen those over in the TG group, I don't know, 2-3 months ago or something.
That's something I would if it's like actually like springy, like silicone-esque.
Oh yeah, like he was sitting there like squishing it up and it would just pop right back the shell, yeah. And it's like he told me it was like a rubbery type of material. I can't remember the exact material, but
because they did like a sleeve for it, but that didn't obstruct the airflow for it. Shit, I would definitely get one for my wife. She will break anything.
Yeah, it's a protective sleeve. And then, I mean, I don't know if he's got the air holes for like the side here, but I mean, you just, if need be, just pop a couple holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Crystal says, LOL, that sounds like me.
Yeah, she's rough on mods. Like right now, she's cycling if off in between the detonator that has a, I think the small atomizer V3 RDTA.
Mm.
The one that's like tall. I don't think it's a V2. I think it's a V3. It's like a V3 Supreme RDTA or whatever. It's tall. It's got like a couple tech options for it and stuff like that. Pretty cool little RTA. I got her running that on the detonator, and then she's got my dual 21700 Go mods, PWM mod with the Valkyrie on top of that.
Nice.
The Valkyrie RTA, and yeah, she's been hard on both of those. I'm really glad that the Go mods, luckily, is, you know, it's durable, man. She's dropped that thing so many times, and it's still kicking.
Yeah. Crystal says, I use the stubby when I'm on the road and the good ones when I'm at home.
Always good to have a travel device.
Yeah.
I don't think Chad appreciates you talking about him like that.
Drip 5 Bass, did Alex ever get that mini beeper?
I meant to message you. It showed up yesterday. Showed up yesterday, the day before, but I've just been crazy running around like a madman the past few days. But yes, it did show up. And you are a beautiful man for that.
Yep, he laughs. I steal his mods. So what are you guys building tonight?
I am finishing up a wholesale order for a shop here in North Carolina.
Nice.
They got 30 sets of Bradleys, 10 sets of dual core stags, 12 sets of 3mm aliens, and 10 sets of 3.5mm aliens.
Shit.
So I did the 30 sets of Bradleys yesterday, and then did some prep work, and I was hoping to get it mailed out today. But next thing I know, I'm picking the kids up from the bus stop, got basketball practice. I messaged them and let them know that they will go out tomorrow in the morning.
Nice. Chad says, thanks for the info, Alex Garcia. Blood splatter went down.
You get riding around in the truck with your mods, and who knows what happens.
Ooh. Turns into a soup kitchen all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Someone busts out a jar of mayonnaise.
Maybe some American cheese.
All about that Gouda.
Maybe some of that Famunda.
Whoa there, Tiger. This is a family show, okay?
Look, just because your kids are still running around in the background all jacked up on Mountain Dew, mine are in bed. You hear?
I'll unleash him. He will come at you like a spider monkey. Or the Latino version of a spider monkey.
Maybe an El Chupacabra?
He'll come at you like a chinchilla.
There you go.
What's up, Jeremiah?
Oh, there's that beautiful man.
Ooh.
Look, they're almost all done. Ooh, they're almost all done.
But I'm making some tri-core stags, quad-core stags, and I gotta check my list and see what else. I've got a few
Santa Claus.
orders. I was supposed to send out 2 orders today, and I freaking completely spaced, dude. We ended up having to go pick up my son early from school, and then he's been kick-ass all week, so we decided to take him to this place we have here in Dallas called Nickel-Rama.
Ooh.
It's a nickel arcade, and
Nice.
you just pay with everything with nickels, and there's like a $4 or $5 entry fee per person, and then if you buy like $10 in nickels, and you're good for like 2-3 hours.
Dude, that's what's up.
And yeah, man, it was tons of fun. So we got some one-on-one time, and then since we went to go pick him up early, that threw everything off because I had the baby in the morning because the wife was donating, so it was just me and the baby here. And right now we only have one vehicle, so she was doing that. And then on her way home, she freaking went to go pick up the kid, came home. We all ate something real quick and then headed out the door, went to Nickel-Rama, came back. Next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock, and I'm like, shit.
Dude, these kids don't realize how much they cramp our style.
Fucking A, man. I got him right here. Ready to go. Juan, big old fatty doing batty, and then Jimmy Montgomery.
Man.
So I'm gonna go donate in the morning. My appointment's at 9. Post office doesn't open till 9.
You
So
gotta make
hopefully,
appointments to go up there?
well, to go donate plasma, you do not at USPS.
Well, I'm saying because out here, because when I was in the Marines, man, we'd go hit up and donate to get some beer money or whatever for the weekend if it was in between paydays.
Mm-hmm.
You just walked in and chilled, and they got to you.
Yeah, no, here it's this place that I go to, they actually pay you decently. Like if you go, right now we're doing a promotion, so it's like we do like 7 visits or something like that for $900.
Dang.
Yeah, and then after that you get I think it's $140 or something like that if you donate twice in the week. So $70 for each donation, which isn't bad, but they're like really professional. They make it super easy to go donate. So
here.
You said how much?
It's like $20-$30.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they pay decently here, and like if you jump around and hit when they have promotions, you can walk away with some good amount of cash.
That's crazy. Yeah, I want to say there'd be like 3 or 4 of us that would pack up in one of our dudes' cars, and we'd go up there and freaking be up there for like 3-4 hours, but it was cash in hand,
Mhm.
and we'd go out to eat or do whatever. But yeah, it wasn't nothing like that. Like when you first signed up, I think you got 50, but then like the more you went, the less it got. The more you went until like the end of until the month was over type thing. It was weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do it. There's like 4 or 5 companies down here that do it. Each one's like a different grade. The one that I'm donating at right now is like top tier. They're like freaking awesome. Everything's super clean. You have to have an appointment.
That's nice. I like that.
Like the other ones, yeah, like your first donation is going to be like 3 hours to do like the whole physical and all that stuff. But after that, it'd be like an hour and a half, depending on how many people were there. And you just walk in, do your vitals, and then donate. and then you just walk out and you're good. But this one, yeah, you have to have an appointment. So you don't have to worry about overcrowding or sitting there for hours or anything like that, which is really, really nice. I think my wife was done like in an hour.
Jeez.
Less than an hour, I think.
Yeah, we always got jerked around up here whenever we went to do it near base, and you were there for a couple hours. But, you know, when you're not getting paid squat in the military, it was, like I said, it was cash. We weren't complaining.
I think for like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks or something like that. For your first one's like 2.5 hours. After that, it's about an hour and a half tops. And me and my wife are doing it. We're going to get $1,900.
Wow.
Dude, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. So it's some nice extra cash.
Heck yeah.
For not having to do that much. Just lay there while they stick you with the needle and you just pump your hand.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that one bit.
I know, that's right.
All day. Ooh, one more set to wrap, and then I can finish Jeremiah's. And then I tell you what else sucked. Our place here in town, well, I say here in town, but, you know, back up in Jacksonville, when I was in, like, if you got, they would ask you, especially, you know, being a military town, like, if you, like, tattoos and stuff, and you were supposed to let them know if you got a tattoo, because, like, if you got new ink, you had to wait, like, I want to say, like, 3 or 4 months. Like, there was a wait.
I want to 6 months, I think.
Okay, and I know it was something that was like, I'm not telling you when I get new tattoos, because, no, I want my $30-$40, you know, a week. Like, no.
Screw the person that's going to get my plasma.
You're not taking my Bud Light money.
Yeah, and there's like, you can't have blood transfusions from this country during these years, and you couldn't have lived here at these times, and yeah, they had a lot of things to disqualify you.
Yeah, it's just not fair. You can't have wrestled a spider monkey on the back of a flat truck, you know, just...
If you lose cells, you have to wait a long time. I wouldn't know.
If you lose cells. Like if I scrape my knee? Yeah, no, I know there's like, man, like if you've ever taken certain medications, you can't donate. Me, I have a limitation on mine. I have to disclose to them that I had my first knee surgery, I had a pig tendon put into my knee. So there is a company here in the DFW that won't take my donation. Like they won't let me do anything. I'm disqualified, but everybody else pretty much takes it, just because it was done like at a certain time before 2005 or something like that. I think I got my knee surgery done like 1996 or something like that. So, but yeah, they have a lot of different things to disqualify you from doing it. But luckily, other than that, I don't have anything else to disqualify me. So
that you've told them at least.
Oh yeah, like if you can't get your blood cells, yeah, here they do it like if you're donating, and your red blood cells don't get replenished and they have to dump it, I think it's 2 weeks that you can't donate. I think it may be 30 days. But I've only had that once, and it was the machine's fault. The machine just pretty much broke down like right in the middle of my donation. So the floor manager or whatever was the one that was unhooking me, or that was like messing with it. She goes, okay, so this isn't your fault, but it's the machine's fault, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the thing here. Like, I was only halfway done in donating. She's like, I'm going to put it in here and you're going to get your full donation amount. It's like, boom, send it.
Dude, my buddy and I went up one time and his tubing broke in the middle of it.
Ooh.
And blood went everywhere.
Fuck.
Everywhere. I mean, it was like Saw Part 75, basically. Like, it was bad. And, like, it took him a few minutes to come over, and we're like, help, help. And it's like the thing's, like, flopping all around like a damn, dying burrito jalopy. And the people come over, and, they don't know what we're hollering about, and they're like, oh, we got a bleeder. And dude, it was bad. It was bad. Holy cow.
Good Lord, dude. One of the time I was donating and the lady was like talking like she was like a seasoned like donator. Like, oh yeah, you're supposed to do this and blah blah blah. But the lady that was unhooking her from the machine was not seasoned. So she unhooks her, and the lady just has her arm out like this. When they pull that big ass needle out of your arm, you're supposed to apply pressure where the gauze is, so you don't freaking just start bleeding. Well, the lady tells her to put pressure, so she puts pressure for like 2 seconds, and you're supposed to like put pressure and put your arm above your head, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's just holding her arm out. Just leaves it like this, and she's just holding it out, and she's just talking. Next thing you know, you just see a puddle of blood on the ground where it just started flowing.
Wow.
It was just like just a solid stream just hitting the ground. And she was like, oh my God. And like, it was so dumb. It was so dumb, but yeah. She was freaking out. The lady that was unhooking her from the machine was freaking out. And like the guy that was running the floor was a young guy, and he was like, you're supposed to apply pressure and blah blah blah, and now we got to take you to this room and give you a Gatorade and monitor you for the next 15-20 minutes and
that was my Gatorade.
Like, he was so annoyed. But
so super funny quick little story. It was beautiful in North Carolina today. It was like
Lucky.
70.
You just keep throwing it in my face.
But we had like 20-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm up here doing my coils, and the way my little coil cubby hole is like in front of me here, there's a double window, and this room is a frog family room over the garage. So the window I looks out over our road. So I'm spinning coils, and I see something moving real fast out of the corner of my eye, and I look up, and my neighbor's kid is 18 now. And for whatever reason, they decided to get him a companion bird. And so now this kid walks around like outside with this bird on his shoulder. And like, it's like, it's his chill bird. I don't know, but it's a pretty big bird. It's like 10, 15 pounds. Like, it's
wow.
It's big. And so I look over, and he's running across the yard, and here his bird is under the tree. And so the only thing I can think of is that the bird got blown off his shoulder with one of the 20+ mile an hour wind gusts.
Wow.
And got yeeted across the front yard. Edward, it's like a little pirate parrot. Like it's all white, but it's like it's bigger than like the stuff you see in the movies with the pirates and their parrots and stuff.
Probably a big macaw.
That might be. And when I first saw him walk outside, I was like, "The hell was on this kid's shoulder one day?" And then I said something to the wife about it, and she was like, yeah, apparently it's like his like calming bird, which I didn't know was a thing. but yeah, and I mean, like sits up over his head, and I felt so bad for little toucan Sam getting flung across the front yard like that. And I was just like, damn, that had to pucker up that parrot's butthole a little bit.
Oh,
Because I don't know, like, if like there's something wrong with it, or it just doesn't fly, or like if they filled his parrot paws with quicksand or cement or what. Because I'm like, it's always on the kid's shoulder. Oh, and then it was even better because he goes back inside. He comes back out front like an hour later, and he's got the bird in a cage sitting on the steps out front while he was like walking around the front yard doing some stuff. He was like messing with his car or something, and I was like, well, I guess he learned his lesson that the parrot can actually fly when there's 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
That would have been kind of comical to see, but
no, I felt bad because I love animals, but at the same time, I couldn't help but chuckle a little bit.
Right.
It was just fun. That's the one good thing about dogs. Dogs typically don't get airborne. And if they do, you should be worried.
Dude, I'm gonna have to build something for this one. I'm gonna have to hang like a rope from a tree or something like that because he wants to jump.
Speaking of build something for this one, you need to break out that big wooden box and show everybody what you got in the mail the other day, because I think some people don't know about what you got.
Oh, that wooden box.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find it. I think I lost it somewhere.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even go looking for it. Chad won't care.
I put it somewhere and I don't know what happened to it.
Chad was
I think
telling
my kid
me.
got to it.
Chad was like, "Yeah, I don't even want it. Tex can just keep it. I don't ever want to see that stupid thing."
Yeah, that's what he was telling me too, man. So yeah.
Hold on, let me spotlight you. There you go. Aw, shit.
The Colorado. There's a little big deck action for you. Look at all them posts, baby.
Yeah, I'm super curious to see what goes in there, because that thing is just
right.
And then there's the top cap. I'll go ahead and put that on here. There you go.
Ah, hell. It's like a tuna can.
Fuck
pretty
yeah.
much.
That's awesome.
And then it's got the black cap, the gunmetal cap as well.
Nice.
Which, when I test it, I'll probably do the gunmetal deck for the gunmetal cap. There you go. Words, stuff.
Speak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I'm kind of curious because, when Chad was looking online, he found that shop in North Carolina that had one. Well, in like 2 weeks, our spring break starts, and we're going out towards the mountains for spring break and doing like an Airbnb for a week. And I'm curious if I'm going to travel by that shop at all, because I would just, here again, I would probably never use it, but it would just be fun to have a 52 millimeter RDA for giggles.
I don't know. I could see you rocking it.
Oh, I mean, I would. I'd get like I don't even know. I'd probably put on the Philema,
Right?
I mean, a 30 millimeter overhangs a ridiculous amount on this thing, but I guess I could put it. This is This is my last night with my Go mod. I did a little trading, so I guess I could do some farewell vaping on it.
Uh-oh. What did you trade for it?
I got some of that stuff Harley was getting rid of.
Oh. You get you a cherry pine, or you just got Boral stuff?
No, I got the mission space pod and the Wicked bridge of the Goku, Puku, whatever. Do not want to run a 0.05 at 300 watts. B, I'm gonna miss this little guy. But I've got the JD Mods LiPo. I've got the Immortal LiPo. I've got the Team Immortal LiPo. And then I've got the Hog 400. So I've got, plenty of big power boxes and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna work out.
Edward says grab a Titan mod for it. It's still overhang on that.
Yeah. Ow, cut. Oh, it overhangs on the front.
I mean, that doesn't look terrible at all.
But it fits on top.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to be. I'm going to have that on there. I just got to figure out what I'm going to build on there once I get around to it.
Shit, I heard you unscrewing that, and that just sounds like one hell of a solid chunk of metal there.
It is. It is solid, man. I know someone was telling me that you can remove posts.
Yeah.
On it, so I'm probably going to remove a couple and build something really nice for it.
Nice.
Paid sponsorship, smartwater.com. Is Jeremiah still in here?
I'm not sure. What's up, Juan?
Hey, what's that, Juan? Were your ears ringing?
Still in there?
Because for whatever reason, Jeremiah's one of those people that hasn't gone and clicked the StreamYard link, so his name pops up on Facebook side of things. Paging Dr. Jeremiah.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Watch this.
Are you changing his name to Leroy Jenkins?
Leroy Jenkins.
You saw that, eh?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, how's Jeremiah supposed to see his Bradley 2.0 coils to see what he thinks of them?
Bradley 2.0s.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm doing 28 gauge alien, the saws, and then
What's up,
I
Sam?
did some 28. What's up, Sam? And then I did 28 gauge at 3.5 millimeters, 5 wraps. And I had he's got a couple of sets of not the prettiest Bradleys, because like my tension was too tight, and on my swivel it's got a dual bearing in the adapter piece on the atom thing, and so just the crock swivel was spinning, and it just like the weave, it's not a pretty weave, and so there was 2 sets that kind of just looked a little and I was like, well, whatever, I'm sending Jeremiah some coils for the shop, so I'm going to send him these kind of fugly ones that it's not going to do anything to him. And then I still had 28 gauge left over, so I'm doing kind of the more traditional, what you see a lot of other guys do, like the 3.5 millimeter 7 wraps with 28 gauge. So curious to see what he thinks about 3.5 compared to 3 millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
And he's still not in here.
No.
I'm not sending them any coils. I'm not even sending them coils for the shop. You paid for them, you ain't getting them.
Today. Hey, what's up, Sam?
Sam, are you finally feeling better, bro? I know Sam has been under the weather.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 50 cows in the house.
Oh, snap.
What's up, Chad?
What's up, Chad?
You mean the Ramrod man? Poochow.
Say it. Car Ramrod.
That just means I'm gonna have to get the hog out and rip her at 400 watts since Chad's here.
You do that, I'll rip mine at 400.
Dude, Ramrod at 400 watts is
Ooh.
amazeballs.
Oh, man, this fucking... Okay, so I had the Jay's Alchemy New York cheesecake.
400.
I still have quite a bit here. It's just, it did not... Like, at first it was okay, and then... Or at first it kind of tasted like it wasn't that good. And then I let it sit for a while, and then it got really good. But then it started tasting funky again. So I really haven't gotten into it. But the TG version of the cheesecake is fucking phenomenal. And I'm running it at 325 watts in the Voltro 38. And it's mouth-watering good, dude. Like, it's really freaking good. You know what? I'll bump it up to 400. This is gonna hurt.
My one coil shifted a little bit.
For some reason, when you run 400 watts, it's like you need to drip more often.
Wow. It's not wicked to keep up at 400. Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta do quick pulls on the Voltro if it's not wicked right.
Ooh, yeah, I'm not doing that again at 400. That was rough. I saw that Mr. Voltrov, Mark Mathis, is going to, his next venture is going to do a top airflow, 30 millimeter.
Oh wow.
I saw something about that, but didn't see if it was confirmed or not.
Yeah, I think that's what his next thing's going to be.
That will be very interesting.
Very, very. I've been using this Def Tank 30, man, and like, I got new O-rings for it and everything like that, and it's okay. Like, the top, it's not terribly loose, but if you're not careful, like, it'll come right apart. And like, it freaking leaks a lot, man. Like, I've wicked it like 5 or 6 different times and stuff like that, and it wicks. And then you have like my Fatality 30 here that's been sitting here for like a month and a half, filled with juice. Hasn't leaked one bit.
I had the same issue with the Def
37.
I had the and that's why I got rid of the 37, because it constantly, like a slow leak. Like, it wasn't fast, but if I set it down and wasn't using it, it would juice everywhere. But like, I've got the Trilogy, I've got the Voltrope 38, I've got the Voltrope 25, my Fatality 30 I need to re-wick. I've never, like, as long as you wick it properly, like, it's not an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to keep that one, that Def 30. I'll probably get rid of that one and see about getting a 20 Voltrope 25 or something.
Yeah,
because like I like this Valkyrie 25. It's nice. It's single coil, but it's kind of the same thing as like the Def 30. Like, if you don't sit there and like constantly vaping on it, it starts leaking a little bit, seeping. Like, and it's top airflow, but it'll still seep out the top. It's weird.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
I just put in dual 2.5s in the Voltrope 25. 0.14 at 100 watts, and man, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. See, that's what I want to do. I want to get a nice...
there's Facebook user
a nice
Jeremiah.
25 millimeter.
So Jeremiah, if I'm assuming that's you because your lazy ass can't click the StreamYard link to show your name. So these are, as I'm calling them, Bradley 2.0s. I did them at 3.5 millimeter 7 wraps, and they're 28 gauge. They're a little bit chunkier, so if you want to run more power through them, they should be able to do it, but they still should be very close to that. And then all the shop coils are officially done. I've got to baggy up the rest of the 10 sets now. As I spill them all over the floor. And 50 cal Chad, I am going to be getting up with you next week to get more liquids. I got one of my regular guys has not experienced 50 cal yet, so I sent him the profile list, and I said, hey man, I don't know, I said pick a couple out that sound good because I may not have everything that you want. And he said he wanted Care Package, Charms, and Bellows. And I said, man, I got all 3 of those. So he is getting hooked up with 3 bottles of 50 cal to try out. So hopefully we'll get another conversion ratio switched over to the 50 cal.
Put them 3.5s in my Fatality.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So here's about 75% of Jeremiah's shop order.
Wow.
30, 40, 52. It's like 60 sets of coils is what they got.
Wow.
Which I love being able to be like, yeah, we've got a shop where the coils are. It's super cool.
Oh, excuse me.
So if you're driving through North Carolina and you're out by Raleigh, stop by and see Jeremiah. Get you some baggies of WarNation. Paid sponsor of the stream.
Now we can.
There he is. There's Jeremiah. How hard was that? How hard? Wasn't very hard. Not very hard at all. Next we're gonna get 50 Cow Chad to click that link. So when 50 Cow Chad comes into chat, you can see his name on our side. How hard? Yeah, Daddy. Well, it's funny because you can typically tell who it is just by like how they talk. And like with Jeremiah, like he'd always say like, "Hey, sexies," or "Hey, daddies," or something full Jeremiah, full send. All right. I'm excited and the birds might come in and I'll get mention to get. Yeah, they gotta get more WarNation. I tell you, Jeremiah, one of these days I'm gonna have to bring the build station up to the shop and set up and do custom building in the shop. That would be cool. And you're not too far away to where it wouldn't be a possibility to make that happen.
He's like, I'm here for it as long as you bring Jet.
Of course.
So, Tags, how's your puppy going? You're muted.
How is my puppy going?
Or I worded that wrong. How's your puppy?
He's good. He's over there, passed out, farting up a storm.
Good puppy.
Still drop dusting?
Dude, it's so nasty. Like, my mom got him these special treats for Valentine's Day, and they're called Fopper's Gourmet Pet Treat Bakery. Sprinkle Hearts. Molasses flavor with sweet sprinkle inclusions.
Now I'm about to
And they're
come
these
over to the
little-
house and eat some of those.
These little heart-shaped little dog cookies. And holy Jesus. She gave him a couple and it's freaking... Oh. I'm getting heartburn just thinking about it.
Nice.
What? And then my wife's over there just marinating in it.
Oh, Lord.
Taking deep breaths.
She's probably getting ready to put her head down right next to the butt and just.
Don't give me any ideas.
I swear,
I
some
will.
people's lives.
I will Dutch oven with the dog fart. She just goes, ugh.
Sometimes you gotta embrace it.
That's how I exert my dominance.
Well, I mean, as a as a man, that's what you should do.
Oh, of course. As a red-blooded American. Bacon.
I don't know. You got pig tendon in your leg, so I don't know. I don't know what you get into anymore.
Maybe that's why I love bacon so much.
Yeah, I think this needs rewicked.
Uh-oh.
Come on. There. I've got this one little tiny odd bend in the tip of my tweezers. It's always catching on the wicks.
Dude, that same thing with mine. Like, if you put them up side by side, you can see how they're slightly just not lined up the best anymore, and they pisses me off. Go figure. The cheapest tool that I have is the most annoying.
I know at one point you can like buy the ceramic tips.
Yeah, so I have ceramic tip replacements, and then like my nylon pliers. I got the replacement tips when I ordered these the other day and got more replacement tips for these.
Nice.
Because the old ones I have, you weren't able to swap the tips, so I was doing the painter's tape on them trick.
Oh, I just mashed that coil out of alignment.
Uh-oh.
Well, with this deck, it's the Hell Beast, so it's got those staggered posts.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some 6-core stags in it. So they're kind of shoehorned in there a little bit.
Yeah, those 6 cores are big boys.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, it's not too bad, but it works. Oh, crap.
So I'm thinking for when the stubbies get in the house, we'll do stubbies, some coils, and some 50 cal. That sounds like it'd be a fun time to me.
Tons.
Because more people need to get the 50 caliber flavors in and around their mouths.
Faux show. All up inside.
I don't know. Ever since we
told Chad, we're gonna make him a busy man again.
Ooh.
Ever
Not
since
just
we
on
were,
his OnlyFans.
you and I were talking about it. Since you and I were talking about it, I don't know what, a couple weeks ago, Alex.
Uh-huh.
About the 50 cal, I don't know. You've really got me curious about it.
It's gonna get there. Like I said, I'm hitting up Chad next week, and I'm gonna have him send me stuff for Tex, send me stuff for me to replenish some of the stuff that I've given away, and then I'm gonna bring in a couple bottles of each flavor, basically for waffle purposes. And like I said, like anytime we do a hardware waffle, coil waffle, whatever, toss in a bottle of 50 cal for people.
Hmm.
Because so far, everybody, I have yet to have anybody try it and not like it. Everybody that's tried 50 cal has really been a fan.
Every single one.
Sam got a bottle of Ramrod.
Mhm.
Absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. It's insane. Like when you think about it, you're like cherry cola. Like that just okay, all right. But then when you actually try it and it's life changing. Ow. Like it was the first flavor I tried, and it was oh man, it got into places of my mouth that I did not know I had.
When taste buds got activated.
Dude, it was insane. Like I literally got up, walked straight to my wife, and I go, "You have to try this." She was like, "Why?" I was like, "You'll know after you try it."
'Cause it's tasty.
Yeah, and then she tried it, and she goes, "What is that?" And then she was hooked. She was hooked after that.
I tell you, this bottle of Ramrod is almost gone, and then I think I'm gonna get real dirty and get into some care package next.
Ooh.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
I might
I've
go
got-
with Blue Falcon. It's been way too long since I've had Blue
Ooh.
Falcon.
Fuck yeah. I haven't, like, I've got so much 3 milligram juice. Like, I have like 12 bottles of Taylor just sitting here. Some of it I'm probably never going to vape. I'm going to have to get rid of it somehow. It's like the caramel tobacco and stuff like that.
I
just
tried to like the caramel tobacco, and I just couldn't. It wasn't my
yeah,
jam.
it's not. I've got a couple flavors like that where it's just like I'm just not gonna vape those. Like those tobacco flavors just aren't for me. The other ones I will eventually go through, like the Honey Crunches, Snickerdoodle Crunch, and Strawberry Crunch. Those are all stuff that I'll run in my 38 all day. So I've got tons of 3 milligram here. I mean, hell, I still have this bottle.
Oh Lord.
of that slag, that blueberry
Mhm.
cotton candy. That's another one, man. That blue raz cotton candy, not blueberry cotton candy, blue raz cotton candy. It's not like your normal blue raspberries. It's a little bit
It was
sweeter. Like
not.
it actually tastes like more cotton candy than anything.
Mhm.
Like it's not the sad boy. Like if you get the sad boy blue cotton candy and you try to compare it to this, it's not the same. It's not the same
No.
type of cotton candy. Like it's actually like you're biting into a big old blue thing of cotton candy. Like it's surprisingly really, really, really good.
It felt like the sugar was like in your mouth, like disintegrating.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so good. My wife does not like blue raspberry flavors, and she vapes that. She's like, that's good. Like, it actually
Oh,
tastes
really?
like cotton candy. Yeah. She's real picky about her flavors. But, like, 50 cal, you throw her any fucking bottle of 50 cal, and she'll freaking vape it.
Damn right she will. She'll love it.
Absolutely. Makes me jealous how much she freaking mouth bangs her mods when she has 50 cal in them. Alex knows what I'm talking about.
A little bit.
Chad knows what I'm talking about.
No, Chad always, man, what doesn't he know? I swear, he was behind shooting that weather balloon down.
I heard that.
He called up some of his Air Force buddies, and he was like, Breaker 17, Tango Romeo, bank left. Well, that's like Chris from C4 Mods. He's active duty Air Force still. And so when that was going on, I hit him up and I was like, bro, were you involved in that? Like, did you make that happen? Did you take it down? And he was like, no. And I was like, come on, man. Like, help brother out here. Like, give me something to think about. Give me something to think about.
I'm really wondering, man, if my sister's ex-husband was involved in that, because he works SOCOM.
Ooh.
And he flies back and forth from North Carolina and or South Carolina.
Okay.
I can't remember which one. Where do they have all the special training facilities for like SOCOM?
So Fort Bragg, I want to say, is an Army base in Fayetteville, and they pretty much do it all as far as like training facilities and stuff like that.
Because they take them off base, like they take them out into like the wilderness and train them and shit.
Yes, they probably do. They probably go up to Bragg, and they've got some pretty extensive ranges that go, out and about. And then, we've got mountains west in the state. And then I've heard of some Marine guys going down to somewhere in South Carolina, and they do like MARSOC is our special forces. And like they'll go down to like South Carolina, and they've got like a whole combat city built down there, and they've got role players and stuff. Like it gets pretty intense.
That's what he was talking to me about, like some of the training that he does, because he flies back and forth from Florida to North Carolina and South Carolina, and he's like always training with those guys and like talking to people, and like he was basically telling me like he was the guy that would like sit down and drink tea with these guys when they would hit villages in Afghanistan and shit, like peacemaker type of guy. And so he was always very, very broad with what he said when he talks about it. Super, super broad. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did have something involved with, because SOCOM, it's everything. He's Marines, Army, Navy. He deals with everybody.
Yeah, and especially like once you get into like more like specialized skills, there's not a whole lot of guys that do these specialized tasks. And that's why you see a lot of inter-branch workings where, Marines working with Army and stuff like that. The Special Forces community is very small for what it is across all the branches. I knew I went to a brain injury place up in where was that? Michigan, I want to say. I went up there for like a month, and they've got like a farm compound, and they did a lot of like skills and like exercise stuff to like help with brain injuries and things like that. It was really cool. But I met this guy that was Air Force PJ, and the stuff you think Air Force, you think paper cuts and fixing jets. The PJs, parachute guys, man, those dudes. This guy was like when Hurricane Katrina hit. Jeremy was in there like fast roping out of birds and stuff like that, like going down and rescuing people getting shot at by Americans and stuff like that, because Katrina was a shit show.
Fuck yeah.
And then like he kind of got into
does not care about black people. Sorry.
He got into a little bit of like some of his stuff he did overseas that was like covert ops, and talked about it as much as he could. And dude, it was like his stories blew my mind, like just insane, the stuff he was able to talk about. And I was like, man, I could only imagine the stuff you can't talk about. And he just got a smile on his face, and I was like, that's the look right there.
Yeah, dude. One time we were drinking and Chris started talking about shit. My sister's ex started talking about installing governments in third world countries.
Oh Lord.
And like psyops and shit. Like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you know, man? What the fuck have you done, dude?
The psyops guys are something different. They we no joke were at base one day, our little patrol base, and one of the MRAPs, like the big souped up guys, comes pulling up to our base. And we probably had like 30-40 people at our base. Like, we were a real small patrol base in the middle, like right at the edge of the desert. And like where we were, the desert came down, and they had this canal so they could flood the fields and grow their crops. And right, like that was kind of like where the fertile soil started to pick up. So they were growing poppy plants for opium. They had fields and fields of pot plants that were 2 feet over my head, and I'm 6'4", and I'm walking through these pot fields just looking up at these trees basically. And so this truck comes pulling up, and like I said, we're in the middle of nowhere, and we're like, we don't have anything on the books like saying someone should be here today. Door opens up, and this army guy gets out, full beard, army uniform. He's got no flak jacket, no Kevlar, like he's just like in his camos. And he walks up and he's, starts saying something to one another and, talking to the gate guys. The gate guys radio in and get the higher ups. And it was just 2 dudes by themselves driving through Afghanistan, like no security, no nothing.
Spooks.
And they were psyops, and they would go up to like the edge of villages and like play over the loudspeaker, like anti-Taliban propaganda. Or like, if we were setting up like a food drive or like doing stuff, they'd put out like, hey, the U.S. troops are doing this, doing that. But it was just like both of them full beards, and they just rode around and like, hey, we're gonna stop here, and
dude, those guys are crazy. I heard a story about a little town outside of in Laos or Thailand. CIA were out there and they were trying to do something with this town. Well, there was like some renegades that were in that town. Well, apparently there was like a small Well, there was apparently like around this certain mountain there was a vampire, or they heard vampires and stuff like that. So basically what these fuckers did was people would wander up there and they would gank them and then make it look like a vampire fucking killed them. So then when the village people would come and find them, it would spread that fear. And they used that fear to pretty much take over and instill a government in this fucking village.
Jeez.
That's the U.S. government for you.
Yep.
CIA.
I don't play around, that's for sure.
If they want it, they'll get it.
Yep.
Just up in the mountains, murking people to make it look like vampires. Another day.
What's up, Cheesecake? Welcome back, Paul.
What's going on, Cheesecake?
Getting that cake.
Frequent any bathrooms lately?
Hey now. God bless camera phones and Zoom capabilities.
For real.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at these coils, trying to figure out what they are. And they were just in a random cubby hole in my Boro container. Dude, my throat is all dry. And so I had to get the camera out to make sure, like, I didn't know if it was a 3-core or a 4-core because the cores were so small. All right, that's all done.
I would say I would mail you this giant lamp that I have here. It's basically like this, but it's got a massive base on the bottom, and so this is this big, right? Yeah. The other one's like this big around.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
And it's massive, and it's got really strong lights on it and stuff like that, but it's big. It's kind of like heavy. So like shipping it would probably cost like $40-50 just to ship it.
Oh, I bet.
That's crazy.
But I'll see if I can get it out.
Well, I've got some decent lights. I've got.
But this has a magnifying. It's got a 12x magnify right in the middle of it.
Ooh, see, I've got one that's like that, but the base on it, like it doesn't swivel. Like it's more like a reading lamp. It's not very good for like visible and stuff like that. But it does.
Yeah. Here's this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's got a massive light under it. It's got the magnified.
That is
in
serious.
And it's like extends and it can hold and all that stuff, but like
was that
I don't have any
kind?
No. This is like a specialty kind. I got this from somebody. I forgot what they just sent it to me, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll use it. But like, I really can't use it. Like, it's great. It magnifying's great. You can move it around, but it just has this big freaking base on the bottom of it. It's the only thing.
Yeah, which kind of gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I like my build table is just a plastic picnic table type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 4 feet wide, and it's not real deep. And I would love, and I've probably got, I could get away with a 6-foot table in my space that I have, which I would like to do, and maybe have something a little bit deeper. Story of my life, right? Deeper and longer.
Oh, yeah.
but have something that would give me a little bit more flexibility for having space to build and being able to kind of like bring down. Like I've got all these shelves over here with wire and stuff. Like I'd love to be able to move some of that stuff down and just rearrange stuff a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Beggars can't be choosers though, so it's okay.
Yeah, we've been talking and like freaking, we're set on like moving out to the country, getting some land and all that other stuff. But this last week, we've had a lot of doctor's appointments, therapy, and stuff like that. And my kid's getting like leg braces for his tiptoeing.
Oof.
And like he's gonna need like speech therapy and physical therapy and all these other therapies and stuff like that to kind of like help him get caught up. So like we're now thinking that it's probably not going to be a possibility of us moving out. We're going to have to stay here so he can have access to those doctors and stuff, so he can get the help he needs.
And you freaking drive 2.5 hours one way to get to a damn doctor appointment.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about. And like if he's gonna miss so much school, just going to doctor's appointments and therapy appointments and stuff like that. So
dude, she gets all upset when we tell her she's got an appointment, next week or whatever. She, gets real emotional about it because she loves school so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough because, then like, if she has to get like an MRI, sometimes they have the MRIs real late at night, or they can't do 2 appointments in the same day. So a lot of times, they go up and spend the night in hotels and stuff, which sucks. Because here again, she's missing 2 days of school now, so it's always some bullcrap.
Yeah, that's rough for a kid.
I thought, though, I'm thinking about just trading Delia in. Exchange program. So maybe we could do like a two kid trade-in special and see if they'll give us a better deal if we trade in 2 instead of just 1. Just something to spitball.
I don't know. I'm still trying to push to get moved out there, but we'll see. If we can get moved out there, that means that I'm going to basically have a workshop. If we don't, that means that I'm going to have to figure out a way to change my desk so I can get longer runs. Because like right now I'm only working with 3 feet, a little over 3 feet. I want to be able to do like 5-6 feet at least, add a couple more, which that'll open me up to a whole bunch of more builds. Because I thought about, because everybody loves comp coil, so I thought about doing like a mothership comp coil.
Ooh.
That's the nice thing with the track that I have being 5 feet. It's got plenty of room for activities. And then I can honestly get away with doing a 6 foot, but at the time I just wasn't sure. And it makes it so much easier because you're talking about dude, like when I was doing the coils for Jeremiah's shop, man, I was knocking out like almost 3 foot sticks of aliens. All said and done, which you're prepping. I had like almost 50 inches of 27 gauge I was fusing over and then sliding that off, so you got to have your other wire a little bit shorter because alien math is so much fun. And it it really makes a big difference because before I do like a 2 foot piece of wire, do my clamping over that, and then I'm only doing like a 14-inch alien stick. So being able to do 3 feet all at one time, it's just so much more efficient and faster and just overall a much better process.
Yeah, and especially like since I do a lot of stags, doing multi-cores or doing
Great.
long runs at SSFCs or whatever, it's a lot easier.
Yep.
Like this, I'm doing a tricore stag, and I can only do 12 inches.
See, that's like, so when I do my tricores, after I get the first piece of wire put out, it ends up being about 45 to 48 inches when I do my initial, and then I cut that like into 15-inch pieces, 15 to 16 inches, just depending upon, how much I end up pulling off. But it stinks because, my table's only 4 feet. So I'm stretching out, 48 inches, and it's kind of like the wire's kind of flopping off the table a little bit. So if the table was longer and took up the whole cubby hole space that I'm in, it would just make, stretching wire, prepping wire just so much easier to keep stuff from, flopping and flailing around at times. Which that's always the worst when you're freaking trying to build.
Especially with stags.
Yes.
Because if that fuse wire gets hung up.
Yeah, if that gets jacked up in any way, you just might as well just go home.
Yep, start another stick, start another.
That's what's up. All right. I had stags already made, just in random spots all over my table.
Very nice.
Nice.
Spike, don't let us keep you if you're getting tired or you want to try and get some sleep, brother.
No, I decided y'all got me till 11:30.
No snap.
Yeah.
He's staying up late.
Yeah, I figured, there's only like, yeah, you got me till 11:30.
That 20 more minutes?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be naughty.
Just under 20 minutes, yeah. I figure I'll stay till the 2-hour mark.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll probably jump off about then. I gotta get up early, get stuff done tomorrow, adulting and shit, pay the bills. And then I've been meaning to take pictures of my mods and put them up for sale because I got a lot of stuff that I'm offloading. But one thing I am doing tomorrow is I'm putting up some what do you call that stuff with the little holes, so you can put stuff in.
Oh,
you can buy pegboard. I'm gonna put pegboard on the back of my desk over here, so I can have all my wire readily available right here in front of me.
Nice. Yeah, that's why I like having this little shelf with the cubby, the little boxes over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, because I've already got the little cubbies that you can put in there. And then I've got tons of the I'm not sure I can get to them. I got them in here. Pull this bad boy out. Come on, you bitch. But I've got the ones where I can put these in there and put a shelf on it, a little mini shelf. I've got one to hold my drill. I've got a whole bunch of little ones for my actual wire. Got a whole bunch of little things up there that I can put up there, so it's going to clear a lot of my desk out, which is going to be awesome, because right now my desk is a fucking mess.
It happens so fast.
Dude, it's nuts.
This table right here, I've absolutely just given up trying to keep it tidy, because I'll move all my mods, line them up all nice, have my juice all nice, and within a day it looks like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
let's see if I can. My computer won't show off. So that's the front. There's like coil containers, glue. I've got so many cords up here that I need to go through.
I see an APOC cap there.
Oh, so many. I've got more stuff over here, more RDAs, more mods.
Okay, so I feel a lot better about my space.
Yeah, no, mine's an absolute mess. And like it was clean like a month ago. Like most of it was picked up, but now it's just like with me being sick and being down and not having like time to actually like pick up after myself, I guess you could say.
That's the nightmare up there, just boxes of stuff. But
and then
you know, you got juice, you got mods.
Do you see this plethora of shit?
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
like little mini sticks of wire, tons of little coils, Legos. Like I got to get all of that cleaned up. But hopefully tomorrow I can get some time where trying to get we're dropping the kid off at his family friend and they're gonna have him spend the night. So I'm trying to get this big ass shelf I have over here in this corner and get my desk set up so I can freaking have a little bit more organization over here. Because like you don't even want, I've got a shelf up here that's like right off the top of my desk, like a makeshift built shelf, and it's covered in shit. I've got tons of stuff over here. Like, I'm just gonna show you just the Taylor juice I have sitting over here.
Well, that was the nice part. Like with my shelves, I went to Ace Hardware and just got the brackets. That's about the stash that I have tucked away in
That's
my
just
drawer.
That's just what I have right here. And then I've got a box right here that's filled with a whole bunch more juice. And that's not even my stash. That's just the juice I have just sitting here.
You got the 5 bottles coming from me.
Yeah. And the
And
Ramrod.
50 cal.
Yeah, and the 50 cal. Like, so much.
My juice drawer's gotten a little low, but it's still pretty well stocked. I've probably got like 20, 30, 60 mils, 1,500 mils, and then in this drawer, that's like 2,100 mils right there too. So, and then I've got some stuff that will just never get vaped down at my feet, tucked away in a nice little box.
There you go, Juan.
Holy shit.
Good.
See, I had a stash like that. I used that.
That's freaking. And a whole bunch of this is right here. I got 2 bottles of Berry Gouda and a bottle of Gimper, which is the cinnamon apple. I've got so much juice that I need to go through. I got like 7 bottles of the old school butter cookie. The old formula.
That's like how I've gotten. I've been trying to use some of my older stuff, but then I get new juice in, and I'm like, oh, but this new juice I haven't tried yet. I've tried this old, like these bottles that I've had for a year. Like I know what those taste like. I don't know what this tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I finally got resupplied with 50 cal, I was like, yes, stuff I had. Like, it's bad. It's bad. I think the Valhalla and the Voltro are gonna be like, I need to go through some juice quick. Like I'm just gonna like fill up those with stuff that's getting old.
Yeah, like I pulled this bottle out last week. I'm still jamming on it. The Jam Monster Blackberry.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff's good. I'm rocking that one on the Custom Texas Viking.
Dude, see, that's my problem too. Like I'll get like I've got plenty of setups that don't get used, but it's like if I get them all out and like juiced up, like, dude, I forget what's in what, and like so I'm like sitting there tooting on stuff, trying to figure out, what flavor's this, what flavor's this.
Been there, done that.
Like I've got so many juiced up stuff, but a lot of them have like so I'm running blackberry in this and on the head Grande, but this stuff's so harsh on coils. I need to go ahead and change the wicks on that. That's why I switched over to this.
Oh yeah,
this I'm running the silvered battle deck with the grenade cap on top. I love the battle deck. The BD24 and the BD22. I really, really like the 2-post ones.
Oh,
Nice
Juan's
one.
got 50 cal in Texas.
Woo. About damn time, man. See, if he was living here in Texas one, dude, it was insane. The mail times were literally insane. I think there was one time I ordered on a Thursday and it showed up to my house on a Saturday from San Antonio.
Wow.
Even before Chad moved to the East Coast, like, dude, I'd get stuff in like 2 days, sometimes 3 days tops.
Yeah.
But typically like 2 days. And now with him being just, up in Virginia, a couple hours away, we were joking around the other night and he was like, dude, we could drive to each other faster than the mail could get it to you.
Dude, y'all both leave at the same time, meet in the middle. Couple hours, boom, juice.
I mean, pretty much you get on 95 and we'd run into each other.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I want to, because he was telling me he's got his range set up on his property.
Ooh, what?
And, driving range for golf balls, of course.
Yeah.
And he's got some nice drivers that are pretty high impact. And so I would love to go up there, but then he's talked about, coming down here at some point in time too. But pretty much sooner or later, Chad and I are going to get up and meet. Well, no, cheesecake. So 50 cal Chad used to live in Texas, and the lab where his juice gets made is it San Antonio?
Yeah, he was outside of San Antonio.
Yeah, and the lab that makes his juice is in Texas too. So if he
San
ever
Antonio.
ran out, he could get stuff stupid fast. But now he lives on the East Coast in Virginia.
Shit. So what you're saying is I need to drive up there because I'm not going to be able to fly with my golf clubs.
Yeah, you don't want to damage your golf clubs.
So I need to drive up there with my golf clubs so we can have a golf trip.
Yep. Well, I tell you, when we went to Kansas or Iowa and Florida, and I took my one club with me, my precision putter, it was not bad as far as like the check bag process and everything. Granted, I just had the one club, but it was super easy. Like, so you have to have your golf balls separate from your driver. Like, you don't want your golf balls in your shaft. And it was a super easy process. Like, they're not supposed to handle your club or anything like that. Like the TSA agents, or like they'll call like the specific TSA people over to come like make sure that like you don't have any golf balls near the firing golf club. And they didn't even have me open the case to verify I didn't have any balls mixed in with anything. But I packed it the proper way. And then I had 2 locks on the Pelican case, one at each end. And then I had a cable lock going through the handle, and I attached that to the frame of our suitcase. So it would have taken someone a little bit, like someone hopefully would have seen someone messing with our bag if they were trying to get in there, someone wants to steal something, they're going to steal something. But I made it to where it would have taken them a few minutes to, and we flew Delta, American, and United, 3 different airlines on that one trip. And no one ever had me open, inspect, or anything. They just gave me the golf club declaration card, and I put that in the suitcase and zipped it back up and had a little lock on the zipper. And twice, so there are three different baggage claim trips. Only one time they had someone bring the suitcase out from the back. Every other time it came down the carousel with everyone else's bags. So
See, but I wouldn't be
very
using. I wouldn't be taking one golf club.
Yeah,
I'd be
you'd
taking,
have the
like,
whole
6.
bag.
Yeah, and then golf balls. I'm gonna have like at least 600 or 700 golf balls.
Yeah, I know there's a limit for the amount of weight of balls you can carry with you when you commercially fly. But like I said, just Iowa and Florida, I just wanted to make sure I had a few balls just in case. I had 2 ball sleeves loaded with balls.
Balls. Say balls one more time.
I'm gonna pistol whip the next person that says balls.
Because I mean, at the minimum, mine would be at the minimum would be 3 golf clubs.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
dude,
like
that would be epic. And you
a
could
few
you could, even,
hundred
you could bring the
golf balls.
family, and while we go to see Chad and practice our swing, the girls and the kids can all go to the beach and pick up hot surfer guys.
Yeah. Sold.
Let someone else deal with our crazies for a little bit. I mean, love of my life.
Dude, my son has been talking about ever since y'all talked that one morning. He's been talking about. So when are we gonna go visit Alex and go to the beach?
Dude, that was so. For the people watching, we video chatted the other day, and Alex's little boy was in the background. And granted, my kids are a little bit older. My son's 13, my daughter's almost 11. But I know kids, and kids for whatever love my big goofy ass. And I mentioned Minecraft, and little Eli just like flew off the hinges when I brought up Minecraft. He was all about it. And then I was like, hey, you know what you got to do? And he's like, well, what do I got to do? I was like, you got to tell your daddy you want to come to North Carolina so you can go to the beach. And he's like, Dad, when are we going to the beach? When are we going to the beach?
Oh.
That kid, his energy is something else. Granted, he was like, sequestered to the house for a week straight, and he was going a little crazy. But man, he had me dying.
Dude, he's got such a cool energy. He's such a fun kid.
All right, I need to do
Yes.
some 4-core aliens.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you were watching, because we were talking about the conversation when Alex was talking to him, and he got like he just like lit up when Alex started just interacting with him, and I was like, yeah, that's what we're just talking about.
You got to tell Lacey, like, it's already set in stone. Like, he and Delia are going to be contract married, and we got the beach. We can do a beach wedding. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time.
He does like the older women.
Hey, she's about to be 11. She's getting ready to have to make up her mind about who she's going to marry.
But Alex said that we're contracted. Delia and Eli, they're gonna get married. It's already set in stone, and we got to start making plans on making a trip up there, so they can meet and we can set everything in stone and sign everything in blood.
Now, we got to figure out if we're going to do like traditional Indian, like dowry style stuff. Like, are you going to give me cows, sheep, goats? Like, what am I getting out of this arrangement?
Ammo.
There you go. There you go.
That's like currency. It's even better than currency nowadays.
It is. It's currency that never loses its value.
That's right. Just potency.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Well,
she just looks at me and goes, okay.
You guys are dumb.
I don't know, guys. We're about to hit the 2 hour. You guys want to wrap it up?
Let's do it.
All right. That's probably got more juice on it. Definitely not.
Yeah, cheesecake. Just call us Wayfarer.
Yep. Order the Delia couch, 3-piece sectional.
And the Eli bedside table set.
That'd be the Eli Entertainment Center.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. I want to thank everyone for watching, whether you're watching the live. Let me try English again. I want to thank everyone for watching, whether you're watching the live feed or the replay. You guys are awesome. We couldn't do this without you. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Depending on where you are, stay warm.
Hey, we're going to get down to the 30s tonight, so I might get cold.
Yeah, we're supposed to get down to like 32 or 34 tonight.
I'm probably sitting at about 15.
Nobody cares, dude. Jeez.
No, Juan, he did not make it to the post office today, he said. So it's going tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a crazy day, and next thing I realized it was 5 o'clock, and yeah, but no, like I was saying earlier, they're right here. I'm gonna get them out tomorrow for sure.
Night cheesecake.
All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for watching, and we will see you on the next one. See ya.
Later, y'all.